This video is accessible to the students of the Philippine National School for the Blind and viewers with visual impairment. Any unauthorized recording of this video is prohibited under the Data Privacy Act of 2012. From the Department of Education, National Capital Region, Schools Division Office, Pasay City, and the Philippine National School for the Blind. Graduation marks more than the end of one chapter in your life and the beginning of another. It marks the passage from student life to a wide open world of possibilities. Good day, everyone. I am your host, Shanti Odina E. Zuniga. Welcome to the 51st Commencement exercises of the Philippine National School for the Blind for the school year 2020 to 2021, a virtual graduation. Let us welcome our stakeholders in education, the officials, guests, and candidates for graduation school year 2020 to 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, the processional. Let us welcome our school officials and guests, starting with our Special School Principal 1, Corazon B. Salvador, with our supportive Public School District Supervisor of Cluster 5, Dr. Maria Jessica S. Magallanes, and our dynamic School Division Superintendent, Dr. Loretta B. Torrecampo. Let us acknowledge the officials from the Pasay City Government, Honorable Imelda Calixto Rubiano, City Mayor, Honorable Antonino G. Calixto, Lone District Representative. Let us also acknowledge our Secretary of the Department of Education, Dr. Leonor Matolis Briones. Now, the faculty and personnel of the Philippine National School for the Blind, starting with the Elementary Department. Maribel T. Rivera, Department Head and Grade 3 Class Advisor. Eileen D. Abante, Grade 1 Class Advisor. Glody J. Medura, Grade 2 Class Advisor. Marian Rose F. Ferranco, Grade 4 Class Advisor. Giannica Laika E. Dionisio, Grade 5A Class Advisor. Mary Catherine M. Mendoza, Grade 5B Class Advisor. Annie D. Mendoza, Grade 6 Class Advisor. Together with the subject teachers of the Elementary Department, Memi M. Kumba, Grace T. Garol, Ray and Grace B. Mendoza, Janty Odina E. De Zuniga, Raymart E. Abante, Mabel S. Gerland, Lourdes A. Tabayoyo, and Aprilline M. Manguillat. Moving forward to the Senior High School Department, Gemma T. Soriano, Department Head. Rex T. Altaverio, Grade 11 Class Advisor. Cheryl Grace L. Bradley, Grade 12 Advisor. Together with the subject teachers, Senior High School, Olivia T. Gutierrez, Marnie C. Lebuna, Marilyn V. Amarante. The non-teaching staff of the Philippine National School for the Blind, spearheaded by Mary Ann G. Santelices, Administrative Officer 4. Together with her are Janice R. Villado, Administrative Officer 1. Myra D. Samia, Administrative Assistant 2. Judy M. De Castro, School Nurse. Dr. Lenny B. Maneja, School Dentist. Marilyn V. Amarante, School Librarian. Sheena T. Cadavos, Guidance Counselor. Administrative Aid Staff, starting with Rolando T. Alvarez, Ray Q. Buyan, Marcos D. Dima, Ryan B. Dosano, Abraham B. Sanchez, Jeneline B. Lorente, Maria Fe C. Paso, Giselle C. Torres. Dormitory Staff, Peter Joey P. Correo, Joel E. Negura, Rico J. Ballesteros, Dominica P. Paulma. Security Staff, starting with Thomas A. Eserio Jr., Benson S. Paiso, June Y. Villaro. Let us welcome the Grade 6 Class 2020-2021 together with their advisor, Ms. Anilu D. Mendoza. Cueto Marius Anton R. Guevara Sile A. Padilla Rainier Briggs A. Becerra Francesca Sofia O. Escuadra Almera H. Inocencio Jeneline A. Padilla Lian Shane N. Rugasan City Faisa S. Valencia Erica T. Singapan Camille C. The Grade 12 class of 2020 to 2021, together with their advisor, Mrs. Cheryl Grace L. Pradas. Abelia Gabriel Matthews. Abdea John Patrick A. Angeles Gilbert T. Benitez Gabriel. Clemente Michael C. De La Rosa Kim. Garcia Homer R. Gonzalez Gia Joseph P. Panlilio Jonathan L. Talusan Charles Vincent D. Zapanta John J. Lo B. Zapanta Cedric B. Gapar Jennifer O. De Fiesta Ayesa J. De La Cruz Jobel A. Bunlao Hannah Angelica C. Guy Charity Gwen. Tuazon Desheril N. And Valencia, Cheryl, At this moment, let us all stand and sing the Philippine National Anthem, immediately followed by the Doxology and Pasay City Hymn.
Ayang magiliw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisihil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong wagaw, may dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning, ang bituin at araw na kailan pa may di magdidilig. Lupa ng araw ng walhatik pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ikaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Justicia de esperanza, unión unida, amor sol, vicino, símbolo de pace y fraternidad. faith, so we'll be saved. Ella benedicere, Haia Jesuit noi. Sinto che ci
Mabuhay lungsod ng Pasay, perlas ng kamay nilaan, ang aray udaran sa lahat ng larangan. Mabuhay lungsod ng Pasay, tungawan ng sandaigdigan, ugali mapagtanggap ng tunay na mamamayan. Pasay, mahal kong bayan, sa puso'y nag-iisa. Pasay, dakilang bayan, Pasay, mabuhay ka. Ang lahat ay makadiyos, magkabansa, makatamo, kasino ba't mapamahal, ang tunay na Pasayeno. Pasay, mahal kong bayan, sa puso'y nag-iisa. Pasay, dakilang bayan, Pasay, mabuhay ka. Pasay, mahal kong bayan, sa puso'y nag-iisa. Pasay, dakilang bayan, Pasay, mabuhay ka. Pasay, mabuhay ka.
Graduation is an inevitable event, whether it is pandemic or not. Today, we are gathered virtually to recognize this very important milestone in the lives of our learners. To formally start this program, I would like to call Homer R. Garcia, a grade 12 student with honors, to give his welcome remarks.
To the Honorable Congressman of Pasay, Antonino Calixto, Honorable Mayor Imelda Calixto Rubiano, to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Loretta Torrecampo, OIC Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Arturo Tolentino, Cluster 5 Public Schools District Supervisor, Dr. Maria Jessica S. Magallanes, PNSB Special Schools Principal, Madam Corazon B. Salvador, Administrative Officer, Madam Mary Ann Santelices, teaching and non-teaching personnel, parents and friends, fellow graduates, a very pleasant day. Welcome to the commencement exercises of Batch 2021 of the Philippine National School for the Blind, with this year's theme, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. True enough, we are now here, accomplished and victorious. We had run the race, had overcome challenges, through our determination and willing spirit amidst the worldwide problem. The challenges brought about by the pandemic made our aim to succeed tougher and deeper. We have developed stronger bonds of friendship, spent more time with family, and woke up to the realization that indeed all we really need is focus and determination to attain our dreams. The virtual presence of everyone in this momentous undertaking is very significant because it means appreciation for our hard-earned accomplishments. On behalf of the entire PNSB family, I warmly and sincerely welcome all of you to today's very important occasion, our graduation day. Thank you very much and mabuhay!
Thank you very much, Homer, for that very warm welcome. Now for the presentation of candidates and attestation of satisfactory completion of requirements for graduation in the elementary department, let us all welcome Mrs. Corazon V. Salvador, Special Schools Principal 1 of the Philippine National School for the Blind. To be followed by the confirmation of the graduates by our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Loretta B. Torrecampos, CESO 5.
To our School Division Superintendent, Dr. Loretta B. Torrecampo, CESO 5, and to all of you who are witnessing this event, a pleasant day to you. It is an honor to present to you 3 boys and 7 girls with total of 10 graduating grade 6 pupils from the Philippine National School for the Blind. By virtue of the authority vested upon me by the Department of Education as principal of this school, I certify that these students have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the elementary curriculum prescribed by the Department of Education, and therefore they are entitled to receive the Certificate of Graduation for school year 2020-2021. May I therefore request our Superintendent, Dr. Loretta B. Torrecampo, to certify their eligibility for graduation and bestow upon them their Certificate of Graduation.
A blessed day to everyone. By virtue of the power vested on me as Schools Division Superintendent of DepEd Pasay, and upon the testimony of your school principal that you successfully completed the requirements set by the Department of Education, Republic of the Philippines, confirm you as graduates today. Congratulations!
Now, let us proceed in the secondary level. For the presentation of candidates and attestation of satisfactory completion of requirements for graduation in the high school department, let us welcome once again Mrs. Corazon V. Salvador, Special Schools Principal 1 of the Philippine National School for the Blind. To be followed by the confirmation of the graduates by our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Loretta B. Torrecampos, CESO 5.
To our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Loretta B. Torrecampo, CESO 5, and to all of you who are witnessing this event, a pleasant day to you. It is an honor to present to you 12 boys and 7 girls with a total of 19 graduating grade 12 students from the Philippine National School for the Blind. By virtue of the authority vested upon me by the Department of Education as a principal of this school, I certify that these students have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the senior high school curriculum prescribed by the Department of Education, and therefore they are entitled to receive the Certificate of Graduation for school year 2020-2021. May I therefore request our Superintendent, Dr. Loretta Torrecampo, to certify their eligibility for graduation and bestow upon them their Certificate of Graduation.
A Blessed day to everyone. By virtue of the power vested in me as Schools Division Superintendent of DepEd Pasay, and upon the testimony of your school principal that you successfully completed the requirements set by the Department of Education, Republic of the Philippines, confirm you as graduates today. Congratulations!
Thank you very much, Dr. Torrecampo and Mrs. Salvador. Now we have come to the most awaited part of our program, the distribution of diploma and awarding of medals to our graduates who did well this year. And in line with that, I would like to welcome the advisor of grade 6 class, Miss Anilu D. Mendoza, and the advisor of grade 12 class, Mrs. Cheryl Grace L. Prades.
With pride, may I present to you the grade 6 graduates of academic year 2020-2021. Cueto Marius Anton R. Guevara Sile A. Padilla Rainier Briggs A. Becerra Francesca Sofia O. Escuadra Almera H. Inocencio Jenilyn A. Padilla Lian Shane M. Rugasan City Faisa S. Valencia Erica T. Zingapan Camille C.
I would like to introduce to you the distinguished graduates from senior high school, academic year 2020-2021. Abelia April Matthew C. Abrea John Patrick A. Angeles Gilbert P. Benitez Gabriel. Clemente Michael C. De La Rosa Quino. Garcia Homer R. with honors. Gonzales Gian Joseph P. Panlilio Jonathan L. Talusan Charles Vincent D. Zapanta John Jalo B. Zapanta Cedric B. Dapar Jennifer O. De Fiesta Ayesa J. De la Cruz Jobel A. Tumlao Hannah Angelica C. with honors. Guy Charity Gwen. Tuason Desheril M. Valencia Cheryl P.
Congratulations, graduates, for a job very well done. Now, for the words of inspiration, let us listen to a graduate with honors from the grade 12 class, Hannah Angelica C. Tumlao.
To the Honorable Pasay City's Congressman Antonino Calixto, the Honorable Mayor Imelda Calixto Rubiano, our highly respected Pasay City Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Loretta Torrecampo, the vibrant OIC Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Arturo Tolentino, our dynamic Cluster 5 Public Schools Division Public Schools District Supervisor, Dr. Maria Jessica Magallanes, to our very own result-oriented PNSB Special Schools Principal, Madam Corazon B. Salvador, the hard-working Administrative Officer, Madam Mary Ann Santilesis, teaching and non-teaching staff, parents, fellow graduates, and friends, a very blessed day. It is an honor to speak on behalf of the joyful graduates and somehow represent the perseverance of Philippine National School for the Blind's Batch 2021. For that, first of all, I congratulate my fellow graduates as the most awaited moment has come, when we can say in relief, we made it. Yes, we made it amidst all the challenges, most specifically this COVID-19 pandemic. We are one big step closer towards our aspiration. Looking back how long and dreading it has been, we may have different reasons for us to run and finish this race. Like any of us here, this moment is definitely surreal for me. My journey began with a faint ambition. I wanted to write using a pen or a pencil like other people do. I wanted to read all those storybooks like other people do. I wanted to bring myself in awe with the gradient hues of the sunrise and sunset, or how the sky meets the sea with a fine line, like other people love to mention. I am more than eager to witness beauty of God's creation, but clearly, it isn't as simple as that. I lack one of the obvious ways to view it: my eyes, my vision. How can the beauty be in the eye of the beholder if there are no eyes to begin with? One person opened my heart into endless possibilities of beauty, which can be found in more ways other than through my eyes. Ma'am Coquilla, the one who taught me how to write and read Braille. Through her, I understood that it was possible to write and read like everyone does, but in a different and more special way. For that, I thank her wholeheartedly for flickering that faint light and hope within me. From that humbling memory, I grew up clearly understanding that everyone has a part of themselves that they lack. It just happened that in my case, it was my eyes. Those flaws do not mean that you are fatally lacking, as some impose to be. These flaws do not make persons valueless or anyone less beautiful. Hence, the eager call to witness beauty through other lens aside from my eyes became stronger, and I chose to respond to it with my entire being. I learned not to take my remaining senses and gifts for granted. I promised myself to make these imperfections accentuate the better blessings in my life. God led me to so many people that encouraged me to keep going amidst life's adversities. And my entire life wouldn't be enough to thank these wonderful people. But today, I attempt to thank some of them. To our school head, Mrs. Corazon Salvador, teachers, especially in the senior high school, who passionately shared their wisdom with us. This success is also your success. Thank you for patiently guiding us up to this very moment. To our non-teaching staff, our house parents, Ma'am Mini and Sir Rico, I am beyond thankful that you've become our second parents as we stay in the school dormitory. To everyone in this institute who continues to uplift the legacy of providing accessible education to us, visually challenged students, I would like to express my most sincere gratitude. This day is a victory for all of us who strives enthusiastically to bring quality education for all, regardless of circumstance, ability, or liability. This same legacy embeds with me and has become my own purpose. My heart goes forever grateful to my family for the unceasing love and support, for practically traveling from Cavite to Pasay for me every week, 4 a.m. Monday mornings and 9 p.m. Fridays. It was all worth it. Thank you for adventuring with me. And to every brave and loving parent celebrating with us this day, thank you, and we're very proud of you. And I hope you too are proud of us. I'm also thankful for my church mates who constantly pray and cheer for me to be the person I am today. Furthermore, my heart is joyful to share this monumental moment to my beloved friends and colleagues, my seniors who took great care of me, and for the juniors for allowing me to be their big sister. Cheers to this day where we mark a finished race and a beginning for another. Finally, I dedicate this day, this moment, this honor to my biggest motivation and purpose, God. I can confidently say He loves me because He allowed me to meet every single wonderful soul along the way. He gave me strength, wisdom, and assurance. He first loved me perfectly through my clear imperfections. He made us beautiful in His most extravagant way. And for His wondrous ways, I have always carried with me Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5. That is, to trust in Him with all my heart and not to lean on my own limited understanding. And today, as we step out from this wonderful place to a bigger reality, to a bigger world, may our journey here be a reminder that you are beautifully made, regardless if the world tells you otherwise. You are the beauty you are seeking for in this world. Today, I challenge these year's graduates to proudly share, to proudly carry their own story of beauty and perseverance to inspire others, to touch hearts, and to bring kindness to the world and to ourselves. Carry your legacy with grace so others can find beauty and hope through your story. Once again, congratulations, graduates! Let us move forward towards the better things with a greater purpose. To God be all the glory.
Thank you very much, Hannah, for that very inspiring message.
Now, let us hear a message from Dr. Wilfredo E. Cabral, Regional Director, DepEd NCR.
At the onset, I'd like to greet and give you that warmest congratulations for surpassing the pan-academic year. To the parents, the proud ones, for being able to send their children at this stage, let us give ourselves a tap and say to ourselves, congratulations. Under such volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous, and disruptive circumstances, several unexpected silver linings have emerged in the basic education realm. Many of our aspirations at first seemed impossible, with all the doubts and apprehensions that made them seem really improbable. but when we summon the will, they now become our reality. Your forgiveness graduates brought this momentous event into our current reality. Amidst this ongoing onslaught of COVID-19 pandemic that put enormous pressure in your part to adapt to the new learning norm, you never crumble, nor simply fold up. Your forgiveness to learn carried this big day, the graduation ceremonies. With that, I warmly congratulate you all graduates. We, your DepEd Prime NCR family, share with your heartfelt joy as you celebrate your phenomenal educational accomplishment. Although there have been many concerns and frustrations on the drastic change in schools posed by pandemic, the upside is we have shown the light on how we can uniquely do our part to survive with the mantra, education must continue. And now we reach this far significantly and memorably, celebrating your accomplishment. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, with the virtual conduct of the end of school year ceremonies, we must realize that the crux of life is all about preparing our graduates to the next big step in their lives full of hope and courage. This COVID-19 catastrophe will eventually settle down. The corona coaster will sooner or later stop. And in due course, the Corona-Mageddon will be the thing of the past. By then, you graduates and will be the driving force to forge a post-pandemic future. In no doubt that you have persevered the learning challenges and made this far. You are the ones who will open up a new era. In no time, your generation will be our country's post-pandemic future and beyond. The theme of this year's end of school rites is strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Resonated the collective effort of our teachers, parents, school communities, local government units, partners in both public and private sectors, and other various organizations to ensure that quality basic education continue despite the challenges posed by the pandemic. To one and all who gallantly helped and made learning from home in varied modalities possible, we thank you. To all the graduates, let us look forward and ensure that you will be let us look forward and ensure that you will be the frontliners to change this nation, to change our country to a better one with the needed characteristics, with the needed attributes for the future. Congratulations and thank you very much.
At this juncture, let us lend our ears to the mother of the Department of Education, none other than the very hardworking and vigorous DepEd Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember, and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing, because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Briones, for that very inspiring message. I'm sure our graduates are very much motivated to do well the following academic year. At this moment, I would like to welcome once again the Special School Principal 1 of Philippine National School for the Blind, Mrs. Corazon B. Salvador, to introduce our guest speaker.
To our esteemed leaders of SDO Pasay, headed by the school's Division Superintendent, Dr. Loretta B. Torrecampo, CESO 5, our OIC Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Arturo Tolentino, our CID Chief, Mr. Librado Torres, the SGOD Chief, Dr. Mirna Gasa, our Public School District Supervisor in charge of Cluster 5, Dr. Maria Jessica S. Magallanes, the PNSB teaching and non-teaching staff, parents, graduates, completers, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a blissful day. It is with great honor to introduce our guest speaker to this very special occasion. She is a profound woman of achievements, a mother who radiates warmth and generous heart, and a resilient woman who never ceases to support the programs of our school. Our guest speaker has shown great appreciation to what must be taken to continue the path to progress and realize the successful vision of the future of the PNSB community. She is a remarkable public officer who embodies the phrase, nakikita nyo, nakakausap nyo, kasama nyo, at tapat kayong pinaglilingkuran. Without further ado, let us all welcome our beloved, Honorable Mayor Imelda Emmy Calixto Rubiano.
At this moment, let us listen to the special messages of Honorable Imelda Calixto Rubiano, the City Mayor of Pasay City, and Honorable Antonino G. Calixto, the lone representative of Pasay City.
Sa DepEd family na pinamunuan ng ating Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Loretta Torrecampo, syempre sa ating mga principals, teachers, non-teaching staff, sa ating mga magulang, at syempre sa ating mga bidang, sa ating mga estudyante. Sa inyo pong lahat na minamahal kong taga-Pasay na dapat kong pinaglilingkuran. Magandang araw po. I wish to greet all our students who are about to embark on this important transition as you move up to a higher and more challenging yet colorful level in your studies. Kayo ngayon ay magle-level up at ang bawat pagle-level up, ito ay nangangahulugan ng mga bago at malalalim na kaalaman. Gawing inspirasyon ang mga paghihirap ng inyong mga magulang. Dahil ito ang aakay sa inyo sa pagpapatuloy ng inyong pagtahak sa pag-abot sa inyong mga pangarap. Likewise, I would like to thank all our teachers who molded and prepared them to ensure that the road they would take is stable and secured towards a brighter and more promising future. This year's theme kalidad ng edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Is indeed a great challenge, considering that this is within the idea of a non-face-to-face modality, following the applicable health measures and standards due to COVID-19. Hindi madali ang sitwasyon sa larangan ng edukasyon ngayong pandemya. Ngunit, hindi hihinto ang pagpupursige nating matuto ang ating mga kabataan. Sa Pasay, pinili ng DepEd family ang printed modules instead of using gadgets or tablets. Kaya, suportado ng pamahalaan ang pagpiprint ng inyong mga modules. Pero, hindi kinalimutan ang pag-repair at paggawa ng mga karagdagang buildings, mga silid-aralan sa ilang eskwelahan. At pinag-iigtin din natin ang internet connection para sa buong lungsod ng Pasay. Tuloy-tuloy ang pagpapalagay ng air conditioning units sa mga silid-aralan. Tuloy-tuloy din ang financial assistance na 1,000 per month per student. At naibid natin ang mga laptops sa mga guro. At inaantay na lang ang mga dokumento para naman ito sa school service vans ng iba pang paaralan. Magbibigay din tayo ng mga vitamins sa mga estudyante sa elementary at high school, gayon din sa lahat ng mga teachers. Sa mga panahong kinakailangan nating maging matatag at magpatuloy ng ating buhay sa kabila ng maraming pagsubok, ang bawat pagtatapos o paghakbang sa panibagong yugto tulad nito ay isang pagdiriwang at pagpapaalala ng pagkakaroon muli ng pag-asa. Inspirasyong magpapakita sa atin na hindi kailanman matitinag ang pagnanais nating paunlarin ang ating buhay at ng ating bayan, may pandemya man o wala. At bilang ina ng ating lungsod, ipagpapatuloy ko ang aking adhikaing siguruhin na ang mabuti at may kalidad na edukasyon ay maibibigay hindi lamang sa mga nakakaalwan sa buhay, bagkus higit sa lahat ay yung mga kapatid nating higit na nangangailangan, lalo na dito sa ating lungsod. Patuloy kong titiyakin na ang edukasyon ay nabibigyan ng mataas na atensyon ng ating pamahalaang lokal. Ang bayang may pagpapahalaga sa edukasyon ay isang bayang may pagpapahalaga sa magandang kinabukasan. Sama-sama at tulong-tulong tayong abutin ang isang mas maliwanag, matibay at ligtas na kinabukasan para sa ating pamilya, sa ating lungsod at sa minamahal na bayang Pilipinas. Kung ano man po ang akin pang maipaglilingkod sa inyo, puwera po sa ating mga financial assistance na talagang itutuloy-tuloy po yan. At sa kung anumang mga materyales na kailangan para sa magandang edukasyon. Nandito po ako, kasama ko ang ating buong Team Calixto para sumuporta sa abot ng aming makakayanan. God bless us all. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiano. Nakikita nyo, nakakausap nyo, kasama nyo. At tapat kayong pinaglilingkuran. Emmy Calixto Rubiano, nagmamahal sa inyo.
Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Ako ay natutuwa at nagagala na ako'y inyong kapiling sa espesyal na araw na ito. Ramdam ko ang kasiyahan na nadarama ng inyong mga magulang at mga mahal sa buhay. Napakahalaga ng araw na ito dahil masasaksiyan natin ang pagtatapos ang isang yugto ng inyong buhay sa pagsisimula ng panibagong kabanata para sa inyong kinabukasan. We celebrate your past achievements and prepare you for the next level. You have made friends, share your success, exerted your best efforts, and made your parents and teachers proud of what you have achieved. We close an important chapter in your lives, and we look forward to the challenges that the future has in store for all of us. Ang pagkilala sa inyong nakamit na tagumpay sa araw na ito ay patunay lamang sa inyong determinasyon upang makapagtapos ang inyong pag-aaral. Naniniwala ako sa kasabihang, education is the great equalizer. Dahil kung ang isang bata ay nakapagtapos ng pag-aaral, maraming pinto ang mabubuksan para sa kanyang pag-unlad. Kaya naman, patuloy ang aming pagbibigay ng suporta sa ating mga paaralan sa Department of Education. Tulad ng aking nabanggit kanina, ramdam ko ang galak sa puso ng inyong mga magulang. Ang aming mga ngiti at tuwa ay patunay na nagbunga ang aming paghihirap upang makausad kayo sa susunod na baitang. Hindi inisip ng inyong mga magulang ang pagod at hirap sa trabaho dahil sa kagustuhan nilang mabigyan kayo ng mas magandang kinabukasan. Ang pagmamahal nila sa inyo bilang mga anak ang nagbigay sa kanila ng lakas. Suklian ninyo ang kanilang pagmamahal. Ipagpatuloy ninyo ang inyong nasimulan, tapusin ang inyong pag-aaral. Sa mura ninyong edad, ipinakita ninyo ang inyong pagpapahalaga sa kanilang sakripisyo para sa inyo. Bigyan natin sila ng isang masibagong palakpakan. You have given the youth a more positive outlook in life and made them believe that they can reach for their dreams. Higit sa lahat, tayo ay nagpapasalamat sa ating Panginoon dahil sa mga biyayang kaniyang ipinagkaloob sa atin. Huwag nating kalimutan na manalangin upang tayo ay maprotektahan at mabiyayaan araw-araw. Sa mga estudyante sa moving up ngayon, ipagpatuloy ninyo ang inyong pag-aaral. Naniniwala ako na kayo ay magiging matagumpay. Muli, nais kong ipaabot ang aking pagbati sa mga kalahok ngayon, sa inyong mga magulang at sa inyong mga guro. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiano and Congressman Antonino Calixto for those wonderful messages. Now, let us welcome a grade 6 graduate, Marius Anton Arcueto, to lead our students in their Pledge of Loyalty.
Pledge of Loyalty. With the infinite guidance and blessings of the divine providence graciously implored, I do pledge with great honor my loyalty to my beloved alma mater. I vow to preserve its highest ideals and aspirations. As a learning institution for children with special needs, I shall always be at hand in keeping with its noble traditions of fine virtues and its goals my sacred task. The integrity of its humble name shall forever mark my identity as a PNSB graduate. All this shall manifest in my thoughts, in my words, and in my deeds.
We are almost done with our program, but for now, let us allow our graduates to take over the spotlight as we listen and appreciate to their most prepared graduation song to be followed by the PNSB hymn. Let's watch this.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own.
Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home.
They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design.
'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Of a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
There's a house we can build, every room inside is filled with things from far away. The special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds.
I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design.
'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong. They say that you bring me along to the world you see. To the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
fly high in radiant sky. For thee we all together raise our voices. For thee we stand all united to sing a glorious song. Hail alma mater, hail, guardian of sightless people. With your genuine love, you show us how to cope with the lives in full. May you carry on forever and ever to your destiny. Blessed you be gold and blue, on earth fall on thee. May your ever-glowing banner fly high in radiant sky. For thee we all together raise our voices. For thee we stand all united to sing a glorious song. Hail PNSB, hail. Hail PNSB, hail. Hail PNSB. You're a gift from
Congratulations, graduates, because you have not only overcome the challenges of requirements in school, but as well as the challenges of distance learning brought us by this pandemic. And because of that, you deserve a celebration and a 2 thumbs up. You are a winner because winners never quit and quitters never win. This has been your host, Teacher Shanti, giving you a message. Stay happy and stay safe. Until next time, bye!